Welcome back. Whether friends or at work or at school, knowing how to sign a whole bunch of technology signs really comes in handy. So in this video, you're going to learn technology signs. Technology. Okay, you're going to take your middle finger on your dominant hand, I'm right-handed, and I'm going to touch right here in the bottom of my palm. Okay, think of doing it twice. Technology. That's the sign for technology. Okay? And while we're here on YouTube, how about YouTube? Left hand, take a Y and move it forward twice. Okay? YouTube. YouTube. All right? And while we're here, how about Google? Interesting about Google, the sign for search is to search. A C hand that goes around your face like this. Now Google is the #1 search engine, and so the sign that developed for Google is Google. You see the G there? Google. And you see where it comes from the ASL sign for search. Google. Let's do computer. Now the computer sign has evolved over the years, right? Here's what it used to be. Can you imagine why that is? If you're old enough to be able to name this, you've been around computers a long time. Computers used to be with tape, magnetic tape that went like this, reel to reel. So the sign for computers developed as computers. Middle finger, both hands, and you'll either see it moving like this clockwise or moving in this direction. Now that's a much older sign, but you'll see it occasionally for computer. The sign for computer today, non-dominant hand in a plane, right? Horizon here. Take a C hand, move it twice as you're going up the arm. Computer. Computer. Now, we have different kinds of computers. How about a laptop? You're going to take, again, your non-dominant hand. The actual sign, see the hand like this? Thumb outstretched. Your dominant hand, I'm right-handed, lays right on top, and it comes up. This is best seen from the side. Laptop. Laptop. Now, don't be frustrated or confused if somebody comes out like this for a laptop. This is kind of an awkward motion, quite frankly. You could feel it in your wrist, right? Laptop. So this also works for laptop. Now, computers compute. So the sign for compute, to calculate, to figure, 2K hands like this. Okay? This is to calculate, like a mathematical equation, right? Or the computer is figuring something out, right? Now the speed with which you sign it, okay, you may have a little fun with that, but here it is. To calculate, to compute, to figure. Now when we're talking about computers, how about the internet? Internet. It's that same hand sign. Do you see that middle finger? People either go back and forth for internet or touch twice like this and rotate it. Very similar signs, right? The internet. The internet. Now, the bane of our existence for most of us when we're using the internet is what? Is Wi-Fi. You'll see it two ways. W-I-F-I, Wi-Fi. Right? And you've learned this in so many other videos. Finger spelling is so important. You're going to use it so often. So, Wi-Fi. But I've also seen this. Imagine your old internet connection, that piece of hardware in your office or home at school, right? A router. Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. Now, there's two things that you're concerned about when it comes to Wi-Fi. Is the Wi-Fi signal strong? Strong, which means the connection is solid, right? Boom. Look at the face. Wi-Fi is strong here. Bam. Okay? I've got a great signal from the Wi-Fi service in this spot. What's the converse? The Wi-Fi is weak. What happens when your Wi-Fi is weak? Your connection, see how it comes apart? Okay? So you're frustrated. the Wi-Fi is weak and I keep getting kicked off. If my Wi-Fi is strong, see the difference? That's the strength of the connection in the Wi-Fi environment in which you're in. Let's start with some social media. And this list isn't comprehensive, obviously, but social media, two ways, it's in your finger spelled out, S-O-C-I-A-L, media, M-E-D-I-A. Now, super accurate. Often, though, I just see it abbreviated, SM, social media. And we're doing this because this is how science evolves. As new technology is introduced, often it's just going to be finger-spelled or initials. And then later on, somebody in a deaf community somewhere will create a sign. That sign will then get adopted. It will then spread to other deaf communities. And the next thing you know, you'll be told by somebody in the deaf community, oh, you know what? We now sign that with this sign. So let me show you some. Social media, SM. Facebook, FB. FB for Facebook. Okay? Instagram, IG. Instagram, IG. How about TikTok? TK, or it's small enough, I've seen people also spell it out. T-I-K-T-O-K. Okay? TikTok. TikTok. And the one that's been around for a while and has a sign, although it's probably changed, that was Twitter. Twitter. Imagine the little bird icon of the formerly named Twitter, right? And it's tweeting, right? The little bird chirping. Twitter. Twitter. Now Twitter is known as X. So you're going to see that evolution as X becomes the new and more prevalent brand name for Twitter. How about Microsoft? MS. MS for Microsoft. Apple. Now Apple does borrow the traditional sign for an apple. You're going to take an X hand like this, here in the cheek, Apple. Now when you're talking about technology products, nobody's going to confuse the Apple with the Apple products. So that's why that's been adopted like that. So MS for Microsoft, this for Apple. Let's move to the world of mobile devices. Now the old sign for a phone was phone. All right? Again, if you're old enough, you used to have a separate phone, a long cord, and you would hang it up like this, so the sign became phone. Let's talk about cell phone. For some, C-E-L-L, phone. C-E-L, cell, phone. All right? More common now, when I see a mobile phone, it's phone. Phone. Okay? You're holding that rectangular device, phone. Now we're right there, iPhone. I've seen people sign Apple phone, or more commonly I'm seeing this, iPhone. Take the letter I, in the same place as that phone sign occurred, iPhone. iPhone. Now Android is not a sign I see as common, but it's signed like this. My dominant hand, index finger and pinky, upside down, twice on my left hand. Android. Android. Now while we're talking about mobile devices, how about iPad? Imagine the iPad here. And I'm swiping. Okay? The sign for tablet, although the iPad's pretty much taken over that market, right? iPad. iPad. Now here's a real common one in the deaf community, to text, right? We don't talk on the phone, we text, right? You can surely see that on your phone, two-handed, I'm texting away. Both hands, the thumbs are moving up and down in a texting motion to text. Okay, how about email? Email. That C classifier hand, slightly bent on the right hand, once, twice. Okay? Let's talk about use, right? I will email you please email me? Okay, it's a directional verb. Email you, email me, the sign for email. How about username? To use, this is the sign for use. Agent, okay, so the user. User name. User name. All right, how about password? This is the sign for secret. The sign for word. So a password is your secret word. Password. Password. How about when you're on a Zoom call? All right, now your screen pops up like this. It's a video conference. And when you're dealing with providers of video conferencing services, it's a two-way camera. I can see you, you can see me. Hey, let's video conference. Video conference. All right, those are some of the signs in technology that are being using more and more in the deaf community. So, thanks for swinging by. I appreciate you learning technology signs. Hope you find this valuable. If you have, please subscribe. Would you talk to your friends, your employees, your customers, your boss who are learning how to sign? Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what signs you need in your place, school, work, home, friends, your team, and we'll put a video together for you. Thanks.